Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a full face of samples I've received. If you shop at Sephora or Ulta, sometimes you get different samples. I know when I order online I get so many of them and then I stick them in a bin and that's where they stay. So today I decided to dig through that bin, pick out some of the different samples that I've received, and we're just going to do a full face of makeup using what I have. So these are some of the different samples and, well, let's just get to it. Let's see what we come up with. So, like I said, we're going to be getting ready with all the different samples that I received over time. The first thing that I'm going to use is the Pore Fessional. I have a lot of really bad pores right around my nose and in my T-zone. So we're going to start out kind of mattify those before I put on my face primer. Put that on my fingers. Just tap that in around my nose, up in my T-zone. I'll just kind of pat it in there. Alright, next we have a foundation and primer for Marc Jacobs. This came in, it has the Perfecting Coconut Face Primer, and then it sent 3 colors in light, medium, and tan. I'm not that dark, so I'm going to try the light. We'll see how it turns out. If I have to, I'll mix light and medium, see if I can get a better color. But it does have 29 different colors, and on the back it shows you exactly what colors they have. It says it's a self-setting finish, invisible SPF innovation, youthful, only better. It also has a sunscreen of SPF 25, which is great, especially if you're out in the sun a lot. I know we're just getting over summer, going into fall. So the primer that came with the Marc Jacobs foundation says it is a coconut face primer, undercover perfecting. Interested to try. I've never tried it before. It's kind of thin. Put this all over the face. I like to take it down to my neck just so when I bring my foundation down I can kind of blend it. Make sure I don't miss anything. For the Marc Jacobs Shameless foundation, they sent 3 different shades. There's a light, medium, and tan. I'm more on the fair side right now, so I'm going to use the light color. And if it's not matching, I might add in the medium just to kind of darken it up a little bit. To apply my foundation, I'm going to be using the IT Superstar Flawless Foundation brush that you can find at Ulta. I'm not really sure how I like this foundation. It's pretty dewy. It's kind of shiny. I'm a little more on the oily side, so I kind of like a mattifying foundation. I'll see how it is once I put on the bronzer for contour and then my setting powder. But right now I'm kind of shiny. I'm really shiny. Next, I'm going to be using a concealer from Clinique. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer, Camouflage and 24-Hour Wear. It came with Very Fair, Moderately Fair, and Deep. I'm going to use the Very Fair because I like to illuminate my under eye area. And the foundation that I put on for Marc Jacobs is pretty light. This says it covers up without touching up for 24-hour life-proof hours. Full coverage concealer camouflages imperfection. Stays put even through sweat and humidity. Waterproof, transfer resistant, and available in 18 shades. So I have my sponge. It's actually pretty nice. It's pretty easy to blend. We'll see how long it lasts. For contour, I'm going to be using this Hoola bronzer that I got as a sample. It's a cute little travel package. Makes it nice to just stick it in your makeup bag when you have to travel, and good to go. To apply my contour, I'm going to use this It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Wand Ball Powder. It is actually really fluffy. I just got it from Ulta. I'm really excited to try it. When I do my contour, sometimes I want to like not have such a harsh line. So with this fluffy brush, maybe it'll help make my contour a little bit softer. For setting powder, I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder in Smooth Operator. It's more of a translucent white powder, not necessarily pigmented or the color of my foundation, but it gives it a nice finish. And I was thankful to get this as a sample because this one I carry in my bag when I travel and it doesn't take up too much room. I'm just going to put it in the under eye area, my T-zone, up in my forehead and my chin, just because that's where I get pretty oily. For eye primer, I have the Vasanti All-Star 2-in-1 Eye and Face Primer. I didn't use it for my face. I really wanted to use the Marc Jacobs primer that went along with the foundation. For eyeshadow, I have the Stila Shimmer and Glow Liquid Eye. Came in 3 different colors. Colors are Kitten, Grace, and Twig, but there's actually 8 different colors in the liquid eyeshadows. So I think I'm going to just apply these with my finger. I don't really necessarily want to do it with a brush. Just kind of pat it in there. I know I have 1 or 2 of the liquid eyeliners from Stila, and they actually come with a pretty nice applicator. I think I'm going to start with Grace all over the eye, and then I'll go in with Kitten in my inner corner, and then I'll use Twig, which is this darker color, on the outside, just to kind of give a brownish, bronzy, gold eye. We'll see what it looks like. So the first color I'm going in with is Grace. I don't know if you can see that. Grace is kind of more of a bronzy gold. It's a really pretty, when you apply it to the eye, it's actually a really pretty champagne color. Has a really nice sheen to it. If Kitten is lighter than this, I'm interested to see how it goes when I do the 3 gradients. And you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. I just kind of patted it into the eye, took it up into my crease. I'm not going to use a lot of the Twig. I realized once I was using Grace that a little went a long way, and I don't want to overpower the color that's currently on my eyelid with this really dark color. We're just going to be subtle with this one. I don't know if you can see, I did make a little bit of a mess just because I'm using my finger. I'm going to have to go in and clean it up right here and right here. Okay, so I went in and I put Grace all over the eye, and then I took the darker color Twig, put it on the outside corner. Because it is a liquid eyeshadow and I'm a little messy, I've got to go and clean up this right here, and then I'll go back with the foundation just to kind of even it back out. A lot of times I will actually do my eyeshadow and then I'll do my foundation. That way I can clean up whatever fallout I might have. Because it's a liquid eyeshadow, it doesn't have a lot of fallout. Thought I would be able to just kind of get it patted in there where I needed it without it making a mess. But apparently I'm not as precise as I thought. So I just got a cotton ball with my Clinique face toner just to kind of, so I can kind of touch it up and clear it off from that eye area. Alright, I'm going to go back in there with the foundation, just kind of touch up the eye area. And actually, I'm looking at where I put my concealer. I actually do not like the Clinique concealer. It oxidized and turned yellow on my freaking eyes. It went from like a ivory color to yellow. Well, now I know that I don't like the Clinique concealer. I'm going to stick with my Tarte Shape Tape. We do have one other color for the Stila Shimmer and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in Kitten. I'm going to put it in the inner corner right here. Just kind of give it, see if it's any lighter than Grace. Grace is a really pretty champagne color. Kitten looks like it's more gold. I don't know if you can really, it's just not doing it justice. This one I'm not going to use a lot, and I'm just going to use my pinky. I do like it on the eye. It's really light. It's very bright. More of a pinkish, silvery color. Because the liquid eyeshadow is a little bit harder to work with without an applicator, I'm not going to try and drag it all the way under with my finger. I am going to get a pencil brush and just kind of dab it in there. I'm going to use Twig, which is that darker brown. Actually, I have my Ulta Professional smudger brush. So for the eyeliner, I had two samples that were sent to me. They're about full size. For the waterline, I used the Ciate Wonderwand. And then I also have the Absolute New York Nano liner. I really like this liquid eyeliner. The tip on it, I don't know if you can see that. The tip on it is really tiny, made it really nice to kind of just get in there and get a fine line. It made a decent wing. I actually bumped my hand, so my line ended up bigger than it needed to be with the Nano liner, but it was really smooth. I didn't have to go over it multiple times. For mascara, I have the Makeup Forever Smoky Extravagant Mascara. It's actually a very thick wand on this. It is very fluffy. It has an interesting angle on it. I'm interested to see what it does for my eyelashes. It's a really nice mascara. It kind of picked all my different lashes apart. And on the bottom line, or on the bottom lash line, it got my baby hairs, my baby lashes right here in the corner. Just kind of picked them apart. This little, the little cone on it made it nice to get in there. For blush, I was sent a sample of the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. This color is in Exposed. I use a lot of the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes as it is. I like the formulation. It goes on smooth. The color actually picks up really well and it's not overbearing. So for blush, we're going to use the Sephora number 73 blush brush. It's a Pro Professional. I don't know if it's the bronzer or the blush, like together. I don't know. Maybe it's just the camera. Maybe it's because I'm really pale right now. I don't know. Maybe I can. I think it's because I'm pale. Maybe I should have used a fluffy brush to tone the color down a little bit. Too late now though. Next time. I know for next time. It's the Vanish Flash Highlighting Stick. Collection of highlighters designed to deliver a flash of light to the skin. Available in 5 shades. I'm interested to try it. I keep seeing it all over YouTube. We'll see. Ooh, it's very creamy. I'm going to use my finger for this and I'm just going to pat it into the cheek right here on my nose, up the nose. It's a really pretty color. Pinkish shimmer. So just go, ooh. Can you see that highlight? Oh, I feel like it's a little bit buildable. I don't like how it sat on this foundation. It's just kind of, I don't know. It could also be the foundation. I don't do a lot of liquid highlighters. I usually do a powder. I just kind of sweep it on there. I've been using a lot of the Becca highlighters lately. Then on. For the lip, I have the Dior Rouge Liquid. It is a liquid lip stain, intense couture color, extreme long wear. There are 4 different colors in here. We have Jungle Matte, Poison Metal, Matte, and Mysterious Matte. For this, I think I'm going to go with the Mysterious Matte, this mauvish color right here. And it's cool because it came with a little lip brush to apply. Just one application. It's starting to mattify. It's supposed to be a stay put, so we'll see how long it lasts. So I usually do a setting spray, but I don't have a sample that I receive of a setting spray, so this is where I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, just so that it's got some staying power. thank you for watching, and thank you for getting ready with me using just samples that I received, whether it be from Sephora or Ulta. I just have them in my collection in a bin that I don't usually use, but I thought today I would dig through there, see what kind of look I could put together just using samples I received when I've placed orders. I don't do it on a daily basis. Maybe I'll incorporate one or two here and there, but this was a full face of samples that I received, with the exception of my setting spray. If you like what you saw, if you like the video, please subscribe. Make sure to hit the bell for the notifications so anytime there's a new video posted, you're the first one to know. Thank you for watching.